Hi, welcome to Snovio. In our last video, we have talked about why it's so important to define your perfect buyer persona and create a buyer persona profile. Today, we'll take a closer look at how to create one. Buyer personas can be defined through research, interviews, and surveys. The best thing to do it is to have a look at your existing customers. The first thing to do it is to talk to your sales, marketing, and customer care teams. Sales department will give you the insights about your best customers, their pain points, demands, and the questions these clients have. Only your sales representatives know exactly which factors influence whether a prospect makes a purchase. Ask them these kinds of questions. What types of customers do you typically meet? Why do these types of customers make a purchase? What reasons do customers cite for selecting your business over a competitor? What are the most common objections you hear? You can also ask your sales reps to get in touch with your most loyal and engaged customers and ask them if they can spare some time and answer some of your questions. The marketing department can also help you to find valuable information about your buyer persona. If your company is running ad campaigns, you can figure out what ads work best and what audience settings you're targeted to reach them. Ask about the main data collected from the website visitors through analytics like demographics. What blog content receives the most traffic and what marketing campaigns are the most successful. Note, in the end, it's important to stay focused on the paying customers, not of all the website traffic. The customer care team can give you the raw feedback from your current customers, what tools they use, what they think about them, and any issues they may encounter. Once you've collected the insights from your frontline team, you can start with external research. The best way to do it is to start interviewing your current customers and prospects. Talking to your existing customer base is the perfect way to start your interviews because they've already purchased your product and the chances they can exemplify your buyer persona are high. Customers like being heard. Interviewing them gives them the opportunity to tell you about their world, their challenges, and what they think about your product. Don't just talk to people who love your product. Customers who are unhappy with some aspects of your product will show you other patterns that will help you form a solid understanding of your personas. So, as you involve them in interviews like this, they may become even more loyal to your company. Be clear that your goal is to get their feedback and that their feedback is highly valued by your team. Make sure to also interview people who have not purchased your product yet and do not know much about your brand. The current prospects and leads are the great option here because you already have their contact information. Use any data you have about them, anything you may have collected through lead generation forms or website analytics, to figure out who might fit into your target personas. If you already have a draft of your buyer persona profile, you can start searching for people who fit this profile on LinkedIn. Sometimes you may see your connections among them and will be able to reach out to them to complete this profile. Here are some tips on how you can make your prospects talk to you. Reward them. Gift cards, free trials, and promo codes give people an incentive to participate in an interview, even if they don't know about you. Explain that this isn't a sales call. It is essentially important if you speak with non-customers. Be clear that you are only doing the research and their opinion is important for you. Tell them that you're not getting in touch with them to commit to a sales call. You just want to talk about their workflow, goals, challenges, and pain points. Make it easy to agree. Take care of all the organizational aspects of the interview. Suggest a date, but be flexible. Allow your interviewee to pick the time and send a calendar invitation with a reminder. The whole process should be issue-less for the other person. Decide how many people you need to interview. There is usually no definitive answer to this question. Everything depends on your business. Start with at least 3 to 5 interviews for each persona you're creating. If you already know a lot about your persona from your existing customers and sales team, then that may be enough. When you can accurately predict what your interviewee is going to say, then it's probably the time to stop. Through these interviews, you'll naturally start to notice patterns. As a bonus, we have prepared 15 questions for you to ask in your buyer persona interview. What is your job role? What does a typical day look like? What skills are required to do your job? What knowledge or tools do you use in your job? In which industries does your company work? What is the size of your company? Revenue, employees. What are you responsible for at the company? What publications or blogs do you read? What social network groups do you participate in? Tell us a bit about yourself, your age, do you have a family, etc. Describe your educational background. What did you study? Describe your career path. How do you prefer to interact with sellers? Email, phone, in person. Do you use the internet to research vendors or products? Describe a recent purchase. Why did you consider a purchase? Or how did you decide to purchase that product or service? We hope our series of guides on how to define buyer persona will help leverage sales efficiency and focus on the right people. Make sure to check out the part 1 of our guide series if you haven't already, and learn how to create an ideal customer profile. See you! Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.